like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
11, 11, 6, 6.
Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
21, 21.
Garoppolo going to change the look here.
Fellas, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Raiders.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
21, 21.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Garoppolo now. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A first down from Dulcich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season is because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown!
Javonte Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
21.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, Abdullah. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
21.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Now they pitch to Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw is Perkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He hits Adams, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
21, 21.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Garoppolo's going to change the play. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Check, man. Check, man. Check, man. Check, man.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
12, fellas, here we go. White,
But now an audible here into something else. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Going up top. And that's going to be too high.
and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Completes the pass to Judy. What a crossing pattern.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Now it's Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Throwing again here. Wilson.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Same connection. Dulcich once again. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Javonte Williams.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
21, 21. 11.
On first down, Goodson. It's a foot race. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
One, Omaha. Hey, John,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
21.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Wilson able to complete it there to Dosich. 23 yards to pick up there. Through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, some good games around the league here early in Week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Dosich. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Here we go. 21.
Garoppolo changing the play.
Hey,
Motion man is Schwartz.
A handoff to McAllister. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the give, McAllister with it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 68 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to...
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go play action with Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Power.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Denver, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.